It's nice, colorful purpley, and because of that, I prefer to use different value, like light and dark at the same time. And if you see, I talk about bluey purple and reddish purple. So this is reddish purple. If I move it there, you can see it shows that more red is inside. But if you mix this with a blue, you can reach the color more bluey, like the background. The background is more bluey purple here, a little bit bluey, and we can see all the reddish color under it. So we just add some tone on top. We don't need to cover all this red color. Let me add a little bit purple as well here. Sorry, blue. Tiny bit blue. Mix with red purple. And we already have white color. We need to add black. To make the color a little lighter, I need more white as well. So take my white, bring it here. A little bit blue, because blue is a strong color. So please not take a little more than a little bit. It can change the value a lot. So this is a good color now. A tiny bit of blue would be fine to add to the white. So this is for the light color. Clean your palette knife. Take blue, bring it here. Now we need to take black color to mix with, to reach darker blue. Black can make the color dark. Again, little by little, I am going to add the black color. I don't want to see huge change. But now I feel more happy with these two colors. So back to the brush. Clean it by napkin or rag. I'm going to start with lighter color because if we start with dark, it's wet. It can make dirty our light color. So start with a lighter tone and draw one curvy line here. This part is covered by the flower, but that's fine. I'm going to add that and then cover it by flower. This is for the top part, and a little bit of space I need to have for the blacky color or dark blue, and C curve here for the light part. Be careful to make the curvy, not the straight. I'm going to add hooker green. We already have blue and black to make a little bit green darker, and we already need a little bit yellow to make it lighter. We have white to make it light, but when you add white color into the green, you can reach a cool color. I don't want cool color, I want warm color. Because of that, I need to add yellow. If you have light green color, would be great. You can go with that. If not, just a little bit yellow. Warm yellow color. More yellow, little bit green, because green it's so strong and dark, can change the value so fast. Because of that, yellow should be more and green should be less. So this is a nice color for the light part. We can keep that, and we can add the green a little bit blue to make it darker, or even a tiny bit black. These two colors make the green a little darker for some part, but we can use pure hooker green too. Start from here inside the vase, and then with the tip of brush, you can draw the line. You see, this is the tip of brush. We have one way to hold the surface with lay down your brush like this, then come down. The other way is just the tip of brush. If you take your brush like that, straight, draw one line, narrow line with it. So, or even if you use this both side, you can draw the tiny circle with that. With just one flat brush, you can do everything. Take the paint, draw a line, try to use curve line, and use hold the brush, make it long, and then come down. It's a little dark, maybe pure green, it's better to go with. Bring it down and use the tip to make it narrow. This is one leaf, but this is dark. I would like to have this lighter tone here. Use different value in it. But if you go with the light color on top of the wet surface, it's already wet. So they mix together, which is lovely. But we need to add less pressure in our hand to let it sit on top and not lift up the paint. Okay, that's good for this one. Even maybe sometimes it's okay to take some white color, mix with the green, and reach another light value, which is this color, and use the line tip of the brush like that. Okay, this is one leaf. Clean your brush with napkin. Always napkin, it's helpful to have in our hand. The other is curved on this way. So I'm going to start with the pure green. Start here. Come there. It's not really curvy. It has a little bit edge here, but it's nice to make it gently to come down. And at the same time, I need to take darker tone for here. Make some dark tone on this part and even some dark tone on this part. And I make some edge so thick. So take heavy paint, make heavy texture like that. Then clean your brush, lighter tone. Just randomly add one stroke. Bring it down. Leave it get dry. Just need to play with the brush stroke to add. So again, back to the pure paint. I would like to start from here. Move like this. Make the green leaf here. And under it, I'm going to add lighter tone. Even a little lighter color like the white into the green. It's nice to have. Like this. Because you know, acrylic, after it gets dry, it gets darker. So sometimes it's nice to have some line, very light color on top and make it more interesting. So with the tip of brush, I try to make some line and make it more lovely. Okay. So these are 3 leaves here. Maybe one more, it's okay to add on this way. So with the pure green. Try to go like a curved line. Add a darker tone here. But lighter tone on top. If you see, I just go with light, dark, mid-tone color, 3, 4 different value of the green, make the painting more interesting. And I'm going to use the really heavy paint, so less pressure in my hand. If you add the pressure, you lift up the first paint, which is dry, which is wet. If you add less pressure, very gently touch the surface, like touching baby face. You can help all these colors sit beside each other. Even I would like to add some randomly green color here inside. It's just randomly add some green color. So we have already yellow, a little red, mix with it and reach the darker orange or even reddish orange. So this is the reddish orange that we need. This is yellow, pure yellow. And for some reason, because yellow is so transparent, so if I want to use it as opaque and heavy, I prefer to mix a little bit white into that. And already we need the lighter tone as well. So this is the yellow mixed with the white, already get lighter. And then more opaque. So we have pure white, pure yellow, mixture of yellow and white, mixture of yellow and red for our flowers. And I'm going to use a smaller brush a little bit and start with this orange tone. My flower is facing up and right for this one and facing down for the other one. So, and try to use something like this way. It's just petals comes down. So even for the part which is yellowy, I'm going to add the orange, which is the base. Base is darker, better to be, and then add the yellow on top. So the orange come here. For each one, I'm going to add and make this nice and C-curve shape. Then move on with the pure yellow. Take some. Start one brush stroke with heavy paint. Add here. We can make it a little bit accurate and work on it, but even if they mix, it's so lovely because we need to work when it's wet. We need to see this mixture on some part. And even here, I am going to add one brush stroke on this part. Take yellow, another brush stroke on this way. And then here, as I told you, it's transparent color. So it's not heavy to cover all the reddish color or orangey color. All the orangey color is visible under it. So do like that. And let it a little bit get dry. Then we move on with white and this mixture to make it more accurate. So far, we need to have this something like that. The base is orangey, dark orangey, and on top is the yellow, which is so bright. This is so transparent, sorry. With brush stroke, you can easily move it to build it. So leave it like that, this one. Heavy paint. I love heavy paint. Because of that, I try my best to use heavy texture and see heavy texture on top of painting as well. You can shape it like this way. Everything that you see on the yellow, you can shape it by orange and then add the yellow on top. Even inside is dark too. Okay, that's perfect like this. So clean your brush with napkin. Pure yellow color can come on top. Even when the red is the orange is wet, they mix together, which is lovely. I would like to have that mixture like this. Smaller stroke, then make it bigger. Sometimes it's nice to repeat, go and back and let it move together. Like this. That way. But be careful, we need some separation line in between. Repeat this part, try to use heavy paint. Sometimes it's more covered, the orangey tone. And then with this mixture of yellow and white, try to use really heavy paint. You see how much paint I take? It's heavy. And very gently try to touch, not pressure, just try to help it sit on top of the, actually, what's this? The pedals. So I need to be a little accurate because I have to know where I need to put this yellow. I would like to go like that and make the tip a little liney. So heavy paint, make the tip be liney. And even here as well. So this part, very gently move on here and then a little longer there. Clean the brush, use pure white color. One stroke here, one stroke there. The same happened for white as well because it's we make a texture, so it takes time to get dry, and if we want to bring lighter color on top, we need to be a little accurate and gently. It's okay if you wait, get dry, then add the light color. like this. I need to have one stroke liney like that because I try to keep the shape of bowl for my flower. So each part that I'm going to add, I try to keep this shape, be safe. And use my brush stroke to be like that. So I'm happy with it. Yeah, I don't need to add anything else. Just the darkness inside the flower. So